Sounds have a profound influence on humans, on the body, mind, and our emotions. Music is a type of sound which is created and used according to individual preference. It's used in rituals, for entertainment, to relax, or to lift you up by nurturing and invigorating the spirit. Sometimes music even saves lives. Although the Khmer Rouge regime lasted only about 4 years and ended over 40 years ago, it left Cambodia with deep, lasting scars. The society collapsed and countless people died. Some did survive the genocide and are still alive today. Including Arn Chorn-Pond, a man in his 50s. The delicate sound from his wooden flute, despite his rough hands, forms a sweet, melancholic melody. These are the same hands that once held weapons of war to kill.
I was also separated from my family to live in Wat Aek, a temple, a Buddhist temple where they converted into a killing place. So they kill every day there, and we were forced as children to live there. We were about 700 of us. We were forced to live there, to work there, and to die there, but we were not prisoners.
He's a former child soldier of the Khmer Rouge, who faced the carnage at just 12 years old.
Playing music for them, being a musician for the Khmer Rouge, I might get more food. And also I play for the Khmer Rouge leaders, for their, also for their conferences. And the one that I was petrified about is that playing music for the Khmer Rouge leaders, you know, like if you make a mistake, you know, you peed in your pants, you know, like you make a mistake, they killed you.
In 1975, 12-year-old Arn witnessed the Khmer Rouge's victory over General Lon Nol's government and their march into Phnom Penh, the capital city. The Khmer Rouge began implementing their ideology to create a new society by closing the country, destroying the old social structure, and transforming it into a fully self-sufficient agrarian society. Intellectuals, educated individuals, artists, and members of the middle and upper classes were imprisoned and killed, including Arn's parents, who ran an opera company. The rest were forced into labour in rural areas. The Khmer Rouge saw a way to use the musical skills of the boy. Therefore, he survived by playing songs that praised and served the Communist Party of Cambodia. Every day in the camps, many were tortured and killed. Arn and other musicians had to play music over loudspeakers to drown out the sounds of torment and death.
If I don't do it, if I didn't do it, you know what it means. It's just you will be shot in the spot by the Khmer Rouge. So I was afraid of dying. Like everyone else, I was afraid to die. So I do whatever they say.
The sound of the flute kept Arn alive amid the deaths of nearly 2 million fellow Cambodians. 4 years later, when the Vietnamese army invaded, the Khmer Rouge conscripted people to fight, regardless of age or strength. Arn was forced to abandon his flute and take up arms. Amid the gunsmoke and blood, he found an opportunity to escape into the forest, surviving on fruit, roots, animals, and insects. Arn doesn't know how long he stayed there, or even how he survived. It felt like a long time. He eventually reached a refugee camp in Thailand, in a severe state of cerebral malaria. His life changed after that. He was sponsored by Reverend Peter Pond and moved to the United States. No matter how strong and brave one might be, Those who endured the hell of Cambodia in the late 70s have had their lives and spirits eroded to some extent, especially for a 12-year-old boy at that time. Despite now living in the cradle of civilization in the West, the former child musician from Cambodia remains a broken man. But the small flute and its gentle sound often call him back from the edge.
My bad experience. So when I start playing the flute, it's like, like I'm like you say, I'm in one piece. Like I feel like that way, and I feel I'm on the ground, not flying. So that music, I found out myself, firsthand. It does something to you. Literally, it calms you down. It makes your concentration a little better.
Music, in a very real way, saved Arn's life. It helped him survive the genocide, and later to at least begin to heal his soul. The sound of the music makes Arn reflect on the times when it sustained him through the Khmer Rouge's brutality, reminding him of his parents and fellow Cambodian musicians who were not so fortunate. Nearly all artists and musicians in Cambodia were sacrificed to the extreme ideology of the Khmer Rouge. Finally, Arn thought about the golden era of music that once graced Cambodian society before the turmoil. He decided to return to his homeland and dedicate himself to reviving Cambodia's cultural heritage. The sound of the drums echoes in a small rehearsal room, followed by the sharp notes of an electric guitar and the lead singer's voice. Heavy metal music hits hard, like the trauma suffered by the 4 people performing it. Their fate can be explained by the band's name.
Like Khmer, like Doch Chkae, the name that we put because before when we was young, we ate like a dog, and we don't have anyone help us, eat the dog, find something to eat like a dog. Sometimes the dog just go around and eat like us. When I was young, like that, find something to eat. And one more thing, in Cambodia they don't know they don't know music at all. When we play, they always say like Doch Chkae, Doch Chkae, they look down on us, and then they don't understand the music, loud and scream like crazy, and then they always say like, oh, you play like Doch Chkae, like a dog, like a dog.
Heavy metal is for them, though, more than a passion. It's a way to bring a degree of healing to their unfortunate lives. Even though they were born after the war, they're still affected by it. The genocide and war have left Cambodia as one of the poorest countries in the world. Although it has somewhat recovered today, it remains underdeveloped and impoverished. Signs of poverty and underdevelopment are everywhere. One of which is the garbage mountain on the outskirts of Phnom Penh. A few years ago, it was the largest landfill site in the region. Nearly all the city's waste was dumped here around the clock. Garbage attracts the poor, who settle around it and make a living. They survive by scavenging, selling items and finding food for sustenance.
I grew up here with my family, very poor family, and I don't have a mom. My father just go away, until now I never see him before, I never see him the face. I find something to eat here, find little bit bottle or can to sell, some money for buy food, Sometimes if I don't have money, I just find something here, to eat. Yeah, the important, the food, with my family, small family, and then have a food together, I'm very happy.
For them, the garbage dump served as a source of both income and food. They survived amid the trash, scavenging for sustenance, living in conditions comparable to those of stray dogs. Dirty, hungry, and always in danger.
All around of here looks very messed up, full of waste, full of bottle, like look really terrible. So I don't want to waste time like going around the city and then earn like only $2 per day, you know, only $2 per day. So I think that's quite like much for me, but yeah, so tired.
That was until a children's NGO provided help. They moved them to a cleaner and safer place, had enough food and attended school. Their physical needs were met, but their hearts remained broken. One of the NGO's activities was taking children on field trips to broaden their horizons. At a concert, they discovered something that would save their souls.
And then I see the first time that I see the music, like I thought like this kind of music. Like I never know before, like the drums are scrolling really hard, and then the guitar player, what kind of finger do you play? Like very fast. I really don't understand nothing. Like the vocalist just scream like really loud. I was like, okay. And then when I'm going back to the NGO, I was thinking, why should not I get this kind of music?
For them, the intensity of heavy metal, heavy drums, strumming guitar strings, and basically screaming into the microphone helped to release the residual pain.
Like when we get angry, we always going to the music room and then release out our anger. Like we going just play like harder and harder, and then the like we are like all sweat, and then all the anger like not cut down at all, but like 50% it already out.
Finding what they love, the four young men formed a band to play the music they're passionate about. Their style, skills, and background caught the eye of a musical festival organizer, who invited them to perform in Germany. Their trip faced difficulties due to their poverty. Initially, their visas were denied due to a lack of financial stability. When the news spread, however, online donations and embassy appeals enabled the Like a Dog band to fly to Germany.
Oh, I can't believe, like, I'm very happy. A lot of people, everything new for me. And a lot of people friendly, talk to us. They never like do rude or everything. And a lot of people like music.
Their metal hairstyles, piercings, and black costumes are perhaps in sharp contrast to the lingering emotional suffering they still endure. Heavy metal is something of a panacea, but true healing takes a long time. They scream, beat drums, and strum guitars, gradually filling the deep emptiness inside.
Can you imagine yourself without music? Where would you be now?
Oh, I think I'm going to jail. Because before I don't have music, I live like here, around here, and then they have a gang, drug.
Yeah, this is my life. So yeah, I'm happy about that because like I can do nothing. So yeah, this is my life going on. So I don't blame to my family. I don't blame to my father. I don't blame to my brother or sister. Yeah, this is life.
If you want to see more great content from all over the world, please like the video, subscribe to our channel, and hit the bell icon. Thank you.
Breath whistles through his lips and into the hollow wood. Arn's fingers open and close the instrument's holes in a rhythmic dance, crafting a drifting melody. The flute, small, portable, and easy to care for, suits his challenging nomadic lifestyle perfectly. The melody he plays on the flute carries the deepest meaning in his life. It is a lullaby from his mother, who lost her life because of music. Music saved Arn's life and sustains his spirit. He wants it to help others too. Years ago, when he returned home, he founded Cambodian Living Arts, or CLA, in 1998. It serves as a centre for surviving artists and supports new musicians, and is reviving part of Cambodia's creative heritage, which was destroyed by the Khmer Rouge. The organisation supports talented individuals to develop and pursue their careers through various programmes and scholarships. It promotes cultural education in schools and increases opportunities for Cambodian artists to express themselves. Today, his satisfaction lies in discovering new talent and encouraging them to preserve Cambodia's musical heritage, whether traditional or contemporary. Arn extends his efforts to promoting creativity and artistic innovation with neighbouring countries in the Mekong region and around Asia.
So Cambodian Living Art, now we encourage them after they've learned in certain time their traditional music, their traditional art form. So from that, you step forward now. We are in the level of encouraging our young people now to dream, to imagine their own dream, their own imagination between now and 5 years to 10 years, what it's going to look like, not only for you, but for your children and grandchildren in terms of art and music, and using that art and music platform to heal the whole nation, your family, your community, and to heal your country, and hopefully that you become a model, and hopefully you heal the world. Through the arts and music, we are on our way.
The other members of Like a Dog share the same hope. They want music to help heal the less fortunate and emotionally wounded, like those who live among the garbage. This garbage pile isn't the massive, silent behemoth it once was. The government shut it down years ago. The stench, however, still hangs heavy, and many families still make their homes nearby, scavenging what they can. A little child sleeps under a nearby tree, likely exhausted from a day of searching. On the peak of the garbage mountain, amidst the debris and foul odours, Like a Dog unpacks their instruments and starts tuning up. Though they no longer live at the dump or scavenge, they never forget where they came from. Today, they'll perform their music here. The sound attracts the nearby residents, and the glint of interest and curiosity in the children's eyes might be reward enough for today's performance. Curiosity that could lead to interest, discovery, and immersion in music. One day it could be a lifeline and support, just as it has been for them. As the sun sets, heavy metal gives way to more mellow tunes. The children of the garbage still watch with innocent eyes.
If someone help my band or help me to build the music room, I will take the kid to study and listen and tell about me to them. And then they don't sing the drug or gang or fighting, like.
In the darkest times of life, people often find something to comfort them, to cling to, and to heal, to get through. For Arn and the members of Like a Dog, that something is music. It serves not only as a lifeline, keeping them afloat in the turbulent seas of fate, but also as a force that has inspired them to rise again. Moreover, music illuminates their future path and extends its healing power to others.